Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is the Mage Alpacka Packraft 420 shark bait. I'm no expert, as you guys are aware if you've visited the channel before, or if you're just coming on board to have a look. It's my first time ever pack rafting. If you look at my latest video on the Unbox to Man River, that was my first ever pack raft with my daughter and my mate Mike and his daughter, and we had a two-person pack raft. We hired them and just gave it a go. We got out in the outdoors, and the next day we went and bought ourselves new pack rafts. So this is my first time ever setting it up. I've had a look at a few YouTube videos, so I hope it helps. I'm sure I've made some mistakes through the video, maybe not. I'm obviously will change up stuff as I get better, but what a pack raft. This thing's next level. The rocker on it, the feel of it. I am so excited to get out there and get out in the great outdoors and start camping, pack rafting. So what we're looking at doing is this weekend taking it out to Penrith to do the grade 3 rapids for a bit of training and practicing and see how it goes. But yeah, enjoy the review. Any feedback, let us know, and let's get going on it. New pump, and also got my new pack raft, Mage. So super excited to open it up with you guys and share it, and I believe this will hopefully pump it up really well from my research. So let's open it up, eh? I haven't opened it yet, so very flashed. Well, it's very small and light. First impression. These I think you got to press twice. That's the lantern light. And then double click. There we go. A bit of power pumping out of there. Alright. Charger. Some accessories to pump it up. Cool, so that's that. First overall feel. Feels solid. Definitely pumping out some air. Alpacka Mage. Very flash. This is exciting. Yeah. So this is obviously the bag. Fill it up manually. And then we've also got some repair kit stuff. So in emergencies to get you through on your trip. So there's glue and a sticker. Need that one. That must be for the valve there. Some glue, some patch, instruction kit, and then that's like a repair, probably for the bottom. Oh, exciting. Woohoo, look at this. So one on their website, this one, I like the color anyway. I like the pink, but it was actually cheaper. They had a black section here. That was more expensive, so I was on the win anyway. Alright, so looks like we've got the seats and all that in here. Let's see that. That's obviously for the zip, so that's here. Obviously if this gets shit in it, this gets stuff in it, you're in trouble. So they got the click and clean, and then something like a rag cloth to clean it. Lucky there's so-called editing on videos. This might take a bit. Here we go, found the hole, blow it up. So this has got like a screw end, and that's got a screw end. So that's how you sort of do it up manually. But I want to use the machine, so we'll see how that works. Alright, so I think this end here is the best for it. I just literally clipped onto that. About my first take on that. Quite hard to lock in. Oh yeah, that's good quality. Heaps of storage in there. Looking pretty exciting. Compared to those yellow packrafts we took in the Embroider River, you can see straight away so much more manoeuvring in this. Out there, that's obviously not deflating. That's good. That's all it's given me. This pump I think would need a charge as well. It's literally just come out of the packet. But yeah, that's not going anymore. I like this. So I'll give it a charge and I'm sure it'll give me some more power. But that did really well. So look at the rocker on that. So you can see that the bayless, like with the water coming out. Well, let's do the floor now. Pretty excited. I think I'll give it a test in the pool and see. Alright, this must be the back seat here. Floor, got another thing to pump up. Winging this a bit, but I did check on YouTube. A few of the pros there doing it, so got a fair idea. Alright, I'm gonna blow the floor up. Same head on the pump. This is cool. Really happy with this. String on that to put there. That's a floor, look at that. Really raises it. Blow this up. I might give this a whirl as well. Just screwed that on there. Screwed that on there. Alright. Well, that's pretty full. That's not really going to get much more out of there. It's hot day too. Feeling like that's it. Anyway, I'm going to push it. Bang, so just hold. See that tab? Just hold that. Because what it just, yeah, it won't let you tighten it up. So you hold the tab. That's sort of holding in there. Well, this is looking good, eh? Alright, so these are already on there. What they're called, but that's where your knees go. So this seems solid. This is really good quality too. Hanging up if you're on a hammock or whatever with your lantern, it's great. Definitely worth purchasing. So I've just purchased the Alpacka hand pump. I think you need that to get these to where they need to be. I just put this out in the sun. You can see how the air has literally reduced because it was so hot in the sun and pulled it out. So yeah, that's one lesson. Definitely the sun shifts that. So I have got the pump, so I think that's definitely worth a purchase if you haven't already. Game changing compared to what we were paddling, sure. So just at the back here is also a D valve to empty it or also fill it up by the mouth. Check your rocker at the bottom here that there's no bump here or here, so you know you've got the bottom base in the right position. You've also got your footrest here, which goes in the front. So I don't know about these. I think they might get a bit annoying, but we'll see. Now that was already attached. That was already attached when I got it. So goes in there. I've checked. It's all nice and smooth around, fitting even. And as I said, bottom's perfect, no lumps. So now to put the seat in, this flap here, this is where your seat attaches to. So we've got to get some string and attach that. I need to deflate that, then tie this on. I can also put the back seat rest in. Got 4 different heights there. So I'm going to go for this one. There we go, up and up and around. I think this would be trial and error, like which one suits you guys best. And then here you've got your zip. So I'll zip that up. You also got zips to the side. So you sit in there and have a bit of a feel of that and see how that feels. We'll do that at the end. We'll get the seat in now. Alright, so I've got to deflate the floor, which you can do from the back here. It's going to be a lot easier to put this seat in. And also undo that as well. So if I turn that, that's a deflate. Allows it to deflate. Alright, before I'm gonna set the seat up, I'm just gonna see how it feels. Just the struts. Alright, because I want to make sure they're aligned, because you can move that a bit more forward. I think it's a good set. Yeah, it's nice. That's a good set there. I think I like that. This backrest more at the lumbar area or the back near the bum. That feels a bit more comfortable. I worry about these leg straps at the end. Get the seat in. So I've got the seat in there, force filled up. That feels good. So that gives me a bit of an alignment, so where I know where that seat's going to be. So I've deflated the floor and the seat. It's going to be easier, and I know my alignment is there from when I just tested it then. So I'm going to start feeding it through. I've done the little knot there, and I'm going to start feeding it through the holes. Alright, so you can see how I've tied it up there. So one goes in from the packraft to the seat, and then through and through, and then I'll tie this. There you go, I've just done a pretty straightforward knot. Through there, and then into the seat. See my little knot there, and then through the packraft into the seat, and that will just pull everything together, and then I'll go in through that way. So that's through, and then I'll go up here and then into the seat. Both are done. A couple of little standard knots there. I'm going to fill that up, and also the Packraft. I'm in the shade now, pumping that up. Looking pretty good. The zipper feels like it's had silicone on it, so I don't think I need to do that at the moment. But I think definitely after my first go I'd do it. It's definitely lubed up. Right, seats pumped up, floor's done here, and also the footrest. So we're ready to just do final adjustments, and also these straps. Seats in, back seat feels good. Now we'll put these on. It's good. Oh, it's going to be some fun. Totally different experience to what I've just gone through with the other Packraft. This is like game changer. This is like riding a small surfboard. I ride an Epic V9. Feels like that, real nimble, and can do some amazing turns. Exciting. Alright, you can see my backrest. Get the adjustments here. Let's do the legs. It's not tangled. This one's not attached, but this one came attached. So it's quite easy. It's got a hook there that goes into here. Into there. It's in. Alright. So we got this that goes around here. We've got the adjustments here. So one at the foot and also one here. So, and this is sort of personal preference on how you want it to feel, and I think you will also adjust it when you're in the water after a few goes. So that's the adjustment, you adjust that. Alright, so I put that, feels nice and tight there. And then these here, you got two of those, and you've got a series of where you like it, right? So you've sort of got to feel where you feel that looks good. So you got to sort of slide it into there and bring it through, yeah? You mightn't like it there, and you might want to pull it up. So that's personal preference. So I'll get that set up. All right, and then we adjust these two like that, and up there, and pull these up to how it feels. So they're a bit stiff. So yeah, obviously I wouldn't yank them too hard, because I could imagine you could rip these pretty easily. So the other side, same thing, where you sort of like to set the strap up, how you feel, and I think that will also change as you improve, get better, or what you feel more comfortable when you're lifting around. Like you're feeling that solid, you can really rock it. It's pretty epic. So I'm gonna tie these up. Yeah, everything feels like new and stiff. So I'm just wanting to make sure that I'm not pulling too hard and ripping stuff. Alright, I'm going to feed it into here, sort of match the other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's push in and then adjust. So it's just stiff, right? I don't want to pull on this. It's probably very strong, but I just want to make sure. Unless I've done 2 over. As I said, I'm no pro. I just love the outdoors, getting out. So I'm sure, give us your feedback. If you got better ideas, put comments down there. I'm all good. I'm learning. Like, everyone starts off somewhere. So, but I hope this helps those who are starting off as well, or interested in getting in the outdoors. Okay. Man, that feels cool. Woohoo! Exciting. Let's give this girl a whirl in the pool, eh? Woo. All set up from the inside. And then look at the rocker, like it's so light. There's no interference there, no interference here, no bubble or anything. And that's where all the water comes out there. Yeah, it's going to be so different riding a single one. And then you've got all the straps for the bag. Obviously we can put stuff into here, and a bag on that as well. So it's so light. Definitely moves. A lot of movement, look at that. So my legs are locked in there. So I just push my legs forward and then I'm out, just have bailing. And I feel comfortable falling out. So obviously these here are for lifting up, more rocker. Feels solid. I'm glad I got this one. Feels solid in here, definitely. Could have the bag at the front. Definitely could have the bag at the front. Got a lot of movement. Tip over, eh? Alright. Easy to bail out. I haven't learned to flip yet, so. But yeah, it was super easy. I just flipped over, pushed my legs forward, and I was out. I'll try again to do a roll, but it's going to take me time. I'm pumped to take this out. Oh. Making little rapids in my pool. Alright, let's tip it over. Yeah, I need some practice. Need to get back in. This is me just trying to get in. Too easy. See when there's rapids around that you could definitely just jump on real quick. This is sick. Let's see. I think we'll see how that goes. We've adjusted over time, I think. So it feels like it's rolling up a bit, so I might adjust that a bit down. But man, this is unreal. Let's see how I go in Penrith this weekend. See the water coming out. Water coming out of there. That's cool. That's next level. We have to constantly tip them over. It definitely feels a lot more firmer now. I've filled it up under cover, but that doesn't normally happen anyway. When you're out in the bush, you got heat, you'd have to find a tree. So that's why I bought that Alpacka pump. So I think the bag at this, it wouldn't pump anymore. The actual pump, it wouldn't pump any more than what the pump had. So that's why I think that pump would help, just give it a bit more rigidity. Because this is a 420 and I believe it's a little bit thicker, which helps that rigidness. The 210 isn't as rigid. This is what the pros are saying. So yeah, yet to find out, but just being in this pool, It's sick. So to deflate, same process, just undo. And so, see this valve here, you got to turn that valve the opposite. See, it's starting to undo already. And then you can use this, just turn it to the other side and turn this on. And yeah, it just sucks it out. Yeah, so real quick process, and it'll be easier to pack away. So the other way of deflating is to undo the zipper and then use the suction, and that will get it right down. Something you want to make sure not to get anything stuck in there. You've obviously got that rubber seal in here, so yeah, any sand or that wouldn't be good for it. Same with these zippers, so making sure you don't get any sand in that. Keep it siliconed. I have got a couple of back order Alpacka raft bags, so when I get that I'll show you guys that. But overall, really stoked. So here you can use this QR code to get full instructions as well, which is pretty cool. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the review on the pump and the Alpacka Mage Packraft. If this channel I've only recently started about 7 months ago, it's due to my passion for the outdoors, spending time with family, being out in nature, enjoying life, seeing the value of family connection, nature, friends, learning and growing, and just everyday dad stuff with 3 girls, reviewing items that are part of my life, potentially yours. If this is something that's of interest, join the channel, see what's happening, put your comments, love your feedback. There's been some great feedbacks. You know, it improves the channel and also helps people, which is, you know, part of the mission, to help not only myself, my family growing, but also others. So and just real passionate about being outside and how that changes, how the outdoors really shape. You learn a lot about yourself and you grow. So I hope this review was helpful and you enjoyed, and if it's something that you'd like to be part of, join in, and yeah, give us your feedback. Anything you want reviewed, let us know. Any hikes or being outdoors, or how would you start hiking, or whatever it is, let us know. I'd love to be part of your journey and also my journey.